Gas fuel is one of the means many households use in urban areas to cook. Likewise, farmers in the rural areas have deployed gas fuel now, not from LPG but through local manufacturing process. Mwangi Moiga, a dairy farmer from Nyeri, takes us through how he came up with his biogas plant.
Kwa majina ni Simon Mwangi Moiga. Nimetoka hapa Charity sub-location, Adarasha location. Hii biogas nilianza kuitengeneza, hebu niseme kwa wiki mbili. Nilileta ile material, kuna ile mshanga, kuna mawe nilileta, na nikaita wale watu wa kutengeneza na wakakuja, walikuwa wameniandikia ile material tutatumia, na nikaleta hiyo material.
He says that after bringing all the materials required, the development process started with digging a hole, followed by mixing of the ballast to form an underground tank for 2 weeks.
Hii shimo ilikuwa ya chini yake ni fiti 7, urefu wake ni 8 diameter.
Gachanja Kemali, also a dairy farmer in Kieni West sub-county, says that the construction process also took 2 weeks, with a 10-feet hole being dug to house the digester.
I started by buying the construction materials, that's the building blocks, sand, cement, some metal rods, and then after I had procured the materials, I hired some 2 men to dig for me where we would construct the digester, which was dug 10 feet down in the ground.
For the gas to be produced, cow dung have to be collected daily from the cowshed and mixed with a specified ratio of water to make slurry that is added in the digester.
The process of making biogas is that every day in the morning, as we clean the zero grazing unit, we collect the dung and put it in the mixing chamber. We collect usually 3 buckets of cow dung, which we mix with 3 buckets of water. That means ratio of 1:1. This is where I do the mixing of the cow dung and water to make the slurry. I get 3 buckets of water to go with the 3 buckets of cow dung.
The slurry takes 21 days in the digester to produce the gas. After 21 days, the used slurry is pushed to the expansion chamber and later to the farm for use as manure.
Then after we have mixed, it goes now to the digester, where the bacteria in the digester work on the slurry that we put in the digester. For gas to be produced, the slurry that I put in the digester has to take 21 days for the bacteria to work on it, which then the bacteria help in the production of the gas. After which the slurry that was in the digester, the one that has been used, that has produced the gas, it goes now to the expansion chamber. In the expansion chamber, it fills the expansion chamber and then exits. And the slurry that exists, which is now the one that has produced the gas, then I take it to the shamba. I channel it into my shamba and then I use it as manure for growing maize.
Hiyo kinyesi unatumia kwa shamba, na ukitumia hiyo kinyesi kwa shamba ni mzuri sana.
High cost on logistics and purchasing of the normal LPG gas is a major reason to diverting to the biogas.
Ile gas tunanunuaga huko kwa maduka, iko na cost yake, kuleta kurudi na hiyo mtungi.
Gachanja Kemali says that lack of firewood to use as cooking fuel have also mitigated him to use
my
biogas.
intention was to get biogas that would serve me in the kitchen. The reason being that in my farm, I don't have trees that I can get firewood from, but I have cows that I feed, and from the dung, I thought I could get the biogas to serve in the kitchen.
Both farmers says that biogas plants have minimal challenges, least of them being cow dung at times.
Wakati natumia hii biogas, hakuna mashida kwa sababu isipokuwa kutoa ile kinyesi kwa ng'ombe na kuweka hapa ndani, hiyo ndio gharama na hakuna gharama ingine.
Generally speaking, the biogas has very few challenges because after it was constructed in 2013, it has served me without fail since then. The only challenge was initial challenge of getting the cow dung, the dung itself, to fill the digester.
They say that the biogas is equally faster like the LPG gas, cheap, produced and is always readily available.
Hii biogas ukiweka hiyo kinyesi kwa kila siku kama bucket 2-3 hivi, kila siku unatumia hii biogas.
But the gas that I produce here is at almost no cost. It's only mixing the cow dung, and then from the cow dung I get my gas, and it saves me every month at least 1,000 shillings that I would have used in buying the LPG.
Na ikiwaka tunaendelea maji kama haya tunaweka.
When I want to cook, or my wife wants to cook, she puts on, first of all strikes the matchbox, then puts on the gas, it starts burning, and then she proceeds to cook whatever she wants to cook. And it is as efficient as the LPG gas. The advantage with it is that it is cheap to produce because I only need to have the cow dung and water. The rest is just free, and it cooks as fast as the LPG gas.
As every farmer may be fit to use biogas, financial constraints may strain them, and if the government chips in, construction cost can decrease.
But if the government can get technicians to construct the plants for them, and the government chips in and subsidizes the cost of constructing the biogas, I know many of these farmers would be more than willing to have the plants constructed for them. I would advise the government to encourage the use of the green energy, whether it is in biogas or it is in solar. It is the best, and it has very little effect on the environment.
If the biogas system was adopted, environmental pollution would decrease along with cost needed cooking fuel. Manure Tuka, Ivas Media.